Just give me a moment. Yeah, let's see the chat box. Thank you so much for confirmation. Let me share my screen. uh, Last week we did cover arrays. We started with the arrays and we see many examples in array. So in today's session, we're gonna see one new concept of buffer reader class. We will watch that. We will see with the scanner class as well, and we will see the dynamic array method, and we will learn the abstraction concept as well. Today, our agenda will be that. But let's see, first of all, let's see the buffer reader method. What is buffer reader? Why we use buffer reader? We will see that. Okay, with no further delay, let's begin. What is buffer reader? Buffer reader is same like what? Same like scanner class. It's acting same like what? Scanner class. The difference is that buffer reader is very fast and very accurate according to reading of data from the console and pasting it again in the screen. It will take very short amount of time for us. That's why many Java developer prefers buffer reader for reading string data, because in terms of reading string, it is a little bit time taken for the compiler and for the memory of the computer. So for that reason, Java teams just introduce a concept of buffer reader for reading the data. Let's create one program. So let me go to this package. Do we have anything? Practice package? Yeah. Let's create a inside the practice package. I'll go to there. I'll create a class. I will name it buffer reader. Buffer reader. I'll click on public static void main. Click on finish. Just the ready-made structure of the file is created. So I will read something on the spot. So my aim is to do what? To read what? This type of data string. Suppose, for example, I want to read name plus email of person, phone of person, plus ID of a person, and we can say green card number. This amount of information I want to read, store it, and display it on the screen. So for that, what should I do? Here today, I'll show you one shorthand technique that if they're providing a same data type, if their data type base is same, so do what? Instead, let's do like this. And suppose data type of ID is integer. So integer, add a comma and give green card. That's enough. Add a semicolon, and one line we declare to variable. This concept, this shorthand technique is same like this. If I do it, I can do it when I do it like this. There is no difference between this technique and this technique, but the way is that we shorthand the code. We declared in one line. Now your duty is to do what? Just to declare a code, make it a little bit shorthand so that it will take a little bit space for you. Okay, now my next aim is to read name, email, and phone number. This technique is again sharing same base data type. So string, first of all, after that, what should I do after the taking string? I should take name, variable, comma. I would read email, comma, and phone number. Add a semicolon. That's all. We declare our 5 variables. My next aim is to do what? My next aim is to create what? To create the which type of data? I will create a scanner class for that. First of all, scanner read equal to new scanner system dot f. My next job aim is to do what? To declare a buffer reader object as well. Buffered reader. Here's a signature and syntax is a little bit different. Buffer reader, reader. The object name I will put reader equal to new. Now it's a little bit lengthy. Buffered reader. You should put now you open a bracket. Once you open a bracket, add semicolon. Now inside the bracket, you should do what? You should write down new. Now input. After input stream. After stream, you need to pass the reader. And after the reader, you should do it. Open the bracket. Now inside that system dot what n, because you're reading the data through the system. Now everything seems good. Let me hover on that. Okay, it's giving me that you have to create, import that. Okay, import that. Let me check. It's saying that create this. So I will let that. Now with that, I should do what? I should do one another thing, which I need to throws. Throws what? IO exception. Alongside with the public static void means string args, because this is necessary for that IO exception. That's all I need to import the library of IO. Here it is. We are good to go. Now input stream is also imported. Now let me check whether scanner gives us that facility. No, it doesn't give. So let me now go ahead. Now, as of now, guys, I should do it. First of all, I will go and pass a user-friendly message system dot out dot println. Don't bother yourself with the just this red underlines. They will go on automatically after 1 minute once I declare everything right in here. Okay, first of all, my aim is to read what? To read the data of, let's suppose read the data of ID. Enter your ID. Let me make it capitalize. The ID. Now, for reading the ID, I should do what? ID is equal to object of scanner read dot next end. That's all, guys. Red line with the scanner are gone now. Now I'll do what? My next aim is to do what? I will directly read the, after the ID, I will read the name. System dot out dot println. With that, I will do what? Let's say, enter your name. Your name. How to use that same like that? Name variable equal to what? Reader dot object of the buffer class dot what? Read line. It gives you the hint that you need to do what? You need to do the line, read the line. Now it gives us the error. If I put the semicolon, now you can see that under red underline, which was under the buffer reader, it's also gone because the class of IO input stream and the class of buffer reader on the top is already imported. That's why the error are gone. Now I'm good to go. Tell this I'm very clear and specific. Now my next job is to do what? I will read the green card. And now my next aim is to read the green card. Enter your green card number. Next sent. Now everything seems good. Now I'll do it. System dot out dot println. Enter your email. Now with the help of email, I should do it. Email variable equal to reader dot read line, add a semicolon. That's all. After that, what is remaining for her? A phone number. System dot out dot println, add a semicolon. This enter your phone. Now, with the help of phone number variable, what do we declare? Okay, phone is declared like this. Phone equal to reader dot read line. Add a semicolon. That's all. You read everything. Now below, you have to display the data. For displaying enable formatted, let's make it a little bit beautiful. Println, just with a semicolon. Let me copy this line, Control C. I'll add here, I will add here. Now my duty is to do it. Stored data. I'll pass like this. Now below I need to do what? I need to display it. Just pass 5 times println. Now inside that name, pass the variable of name. Now after that email. Just concatenate email variable, pass. It doesn't matter at any format you read the data. In a different format you can print it. It depends totally on you in which format you're printing it. I will pass the phone number. Phone number. Just concatenate plus phone. After that, ID. Let's say pass ID. Okay. ID is gas small. So let me read it in small. Now green card. Green card. Pass the green card. That's all. I'll save the program and I will run it. Now enter your ID. Suppose I will enter 56. Enter your name. I would say my name is Furqan Ahmed Hajizada. Enter your green card number. So let's say I will enter a random number. Enter your email. So I would say Furqan Berat 45 @gmail.com. Enter your phone number. Suppose I would say plus 0. I would say 930704432 466. That's all. The stored information which I read from the console. Now everything is looking good in here. Now, this was all about the buffer reader that we have to use it with the string. There is one another method with the scanner that we can use it, but Java development team will not prefer that because scanner method is not a little bit compatible with the reading of the string data. That's why Java prefers you suggest you to all the time whenever you're reading a string data type. So you need to read it with the buffer reader. That will be very fast according to the memory process. I will show you the method of the scanner as well. So till this point, do you have any question? Any confusing point? Anything which is confused to you and you want me to explain it again?
I have a question, teacher Farhan.
Yeah, Masood, go ahead.
Yeah, when you have it on the line 18, like
Mhm,
buffered reader, all the way when you put like a new input, a stream reader,
mhm.
uh, under the input stream reader, I get a red line.
Okay,
Um,
it's giving
it
a red
doesn't, it
line in your
doesn't,
system.
yeah, it gave me a red line in my system.
Okay, you want to share your screen, Masood?
Yes, I
Okay,
couldn't connect it. Even I
fine.
didn't finish all the page, but let me go ahead and
Okay,
skip.
just go ahead, share your screen once. Guys, just wait for 1 minute. Let's see the Masood screen. What is the error? Okay, hover on that, Masood. Hover on this. Hover on the red line. Yeah, click on
Import.
import. That's all. Error is
Well,
gone.
yeah, be honest with you, maybe like a minute before when I was there, it doesn't let me to import it, and now it let me to import it.
It's okay. Sometimes it happens. And change also the variable of phone because your phone is, I guess, a little bit issue. Come, let us scroll it down.
Yeah, the phone, I put the phone
Yeah, variable
something
name must be.
like phone number.
Yeah,
Especially.
it's like this. Now you're good to go. You can stop your sharing. Okay, guys, I'll give you 5 minutes for typing the code. I'll pause the recording. Okay, that was all about the buffer reader class that we have seen. Okay, next, let's cover the what? Let's see the concept of the abstraction. That what is abstraction mean? Guys, abstraction means hiding the data, wrapping up the data so that nobody can access and nobody can understand the data that what happened. Abstraction basically I can say that let's take a scenario. I just I you have a Eclipse open in front of you guys. You can see my Eclipse. Abstraction means hiding the internal process, unnecessary information that user doesn't want to see that. Like for example, this is my Eclipse. On the top right of the Eclipse, I have minimize button, I have close button, I have maximize button. Now, if I click on minimize, what will happen? The screen will goes down and everything will wrap up inside the taskbar. Till this much, I understand that if I click on this, this is the basic information. The screen will be wrapped up and minimized. But what do you think? Do you understand that what kind of coding is behind that? What kind of function is triggered, or what sort of data is passed so that this function is triggered, and this whenever user click on this, so do this. These sorts of information are hidden from you. Not It is not visible. So this process is called what? This process is called abstraction. Abstraction means that we hide the procedure in former whatever procedure and process happened on the background of the screen. We don't want to the user see that, okay, message passed, that this function is triggered, this function is called, function is compiled and finished. These sorts of information is not important for the user. Users only see the clickable areas. Just after the clicking, just whenever user click on that, this this duty or this task must be happen. This is called abstraction. Now let's take a scenario and let's see an example of that. I will take an example of abstraction. Let's take it in a method. Inside the method, a good example of that will be this. Let me maximize this. Let's create a new package for that. New package. I would say abstraction package. I'll click on finish. Now I'll create a program inside that. I would say new. I'll click on class, abstract class. And I would do it. And inside that class, I would call the public static void main also. Click on finish. Now let's see. Let's create a scenario. Let's see, for example, you have what? You have one class that we can name it machine shape. Machine shape. That whatever material or whatever object you give to this class, it will render it, or it will do what? It will convert it to that shape. Now, after that, let's do it. It has one method, abstract. It has one method, void. Let's say we can name it render, or we can say, let's say it render. I would put semicolon. Till this point, it will get error because we didn't assign any abstraction. It will say that, hey, where is the body of the method? But whenever I pass this keyword, abstract, ABS, abstract, whenever I pass this method, what it would happen? Let's run this. Remove abstract, modify, make type machine abstract. Okay, it says that, okay, you're putting what? You're putting the method as an abstract, but your time or your duty is to do what? To copy this, because if the class is not abstract and the method is abstract, this is not the rules. First of all, you have to do what? You have to paste it like this so that the error should go. Now everything is abstract. Now we don't understand the internal process of the machine, that how this machine will shape the object according to our mood. This is called abstraction. Now this data is hidden. This part is hidden for us. That what sort of data is, what kind of process is happening inside this render abstraction, what kind of data will happen, it totally depends on us. Just we define something, one baseline, that this is the shape machine, but we don't know yet that what kind of process will happen inside the machine. That render the object for us. Now, below that, I will create one class and I will name it as a, let's suppose, let's name it circle. Class of what? Circle. Now, circles do what? Circle is the first process that extends what? Machine shape. And here we will use what? Inheritance concept. It will do what? Machine shape. But you will see the difference. That what is the difference? Let's see. Close the body. Now I open the body. What it says again? Let's make it one, circle one. Again, add an implemented method. Okay, we will implement the method also. Now inside that circle machine, we need to password because we extended the machine shape, and machine shape is what? An abstract class. Now inside that, what we have to do, we have to copy this render method void like we did. We have to paste it in here. And now our duty is to do what? Remove that and add a method body. Now everything seems good. Now this is the one process of the machine, one functionality and one feature of the machine system.out, let's say .println, that whenever you pass a data, let's see, drawing or rendering, making shape of what? Circle. Whenever you give anything, stone, any objects to the machine, it will do what? It will make this as a what? It will draw, or it will give the shape as a circle. You will see the difference at the end. Just give me a little bit time. I will create one another class. Let's make class. Let's say this will be square. Let's make it square. Square extends what? Machine shape. Now Control Z. Let's copy this. Square machine shape. Let's create a body. Now let's copy this method. Control C. I'll paste it here. Now void render, making shape of what? Square. Now what will happen, guys? Think of that. Let me open the Microsoft whiteboard so that the explanation will be more easier for you. Let's wait for a moment. Let me click on new tab. Okay, let me close this. Now think like this, that this is your machine. This is a machine of rendering. And here it has a little bit of something, let's say, and here it has saw that it renders everything. It gives the shape to machine, and here it has one UI panel that user, with the help of a screen, user can select the type that what you suppose you giving stone like this. This is unshaped stone. So when you pass the stone to this, you need to select the functions. Here are the function, here are the screen UI that you can choose that what kind of a UI, what kind of a shape you want to get from this unshaped stone. So now now the process behind this is looking like this. Suppose we have a class of machine. Class of machine will be this UI for you. Okay, class of machine. Which is what? Which is abstract. You don't know the process. Inside that, it has two menus, two sub menus, which we call circle and another is what? Square. These are the two features of this machine that will give the shapes to the stones. Now, whenever you select the circle, it will goes down, it will do what? Process the circle. Whenever you click on square, machine will do the square task. But you don't know the process because you can see that the saw or the pillars of the saw, which give the shapes, is all the time like a goal. You don't know that, hey, okay, if I pass the circle, it is also circle type, so it will make it circle. But if I pass a square, this saw is like a square type. How it will give shape to this like a square? This process or this working mechanism is hidden inside that. We can understand that. That's why this is called abstraction. That we call it, that internal process hidden from the user. Now, what will happen? Let's see inside the code. What will happen? Let's create the object of what? Now, our task is to do what? At the time of creation of the object, you need to be very careful. You need to create, first of all, copy the machine shape. We'll do like this. Shape, I will name it, let's name it, for circle, I will give C equal to new. Now, if I'm creating the circle shape, so I need to copy circle one in here. Let's pass it circle one like this. At the time of declaring an object, you need to declare it like this. First of all, you need to copy the class of machine abstract. Machine shape is abstract. Next is you need to pass the object name. After the new, you need to pass the shape class, whatever shape you want to create. So you need to pass that shape class. Now, with the help of C dot render. Now, if I save this and if I run this class, you can see that making shape of circle, it is printed out for me. Now, you can see that we hide the internal, we hide what? We hide this thing, this circle shape inside what? Inside the machine shape. Now, if at the time of whenever we are creating an object of this at the memory, what will happen? If the hacker attacks on the system, so if the hackers will not find the trace of that circle one because it is hidden inside the machine shape. We give the class abstract, so it whenever Java encountered an abstract keywords at the memory, so they will definitely give a random digit or random zeros one like a junk file, so that if the hackers reach to that function, nobody will understand that what does it mean, what this class mean. So we hide the internal process of circle inside the machine shape with the help of this syntax, this rules, this keywords that we declared like this. Now, if I want to copy, let me copy this. Now, if I want a square shape, I will do one. I will copy the square. Let's pass it. I hide the square inside that. And for square, I will give what? S. And let's pass this for S. If I copy and save that, let's print it out. You can see that making shape of circle, making shape of square. That's all, guys. This was all about the abstraction that we have seen. That we hide the internal process of how the shape will draw, how the stone, the curve stone will change to the circle, will change to the square. This internal process is all hidden inside the machine shape. How we hidden that? With the help of abstract keyword, we hidden that methods. That whenever if hacker reach to the machine method even render, so in here we didn't define any body. You can see there is no body, so there's a blank thing for the hacker, so hacker will not decode this. That's why Java is very secure. And oops concept, whenever if a software you follow the oops concept, so that software will be more secure than other procedural functional softwares. The concept is clear, guys? The only difference is that we declare the syntax like this. Whenever we are creating the object of that, we need to create in this way. First of all, the abstract class name. After the equality sign, we need to pass the name of the class which we want to print out the data, or which we want to trigger that function. Yeah, Abdul, it needs works, but don't worry. This is easy. Once you written the code, you will understand that what you're doing. You want me to explain it again, guys?
Or
Sorry, I didn't get.
yes, please, if you can.
Okay.
On the whiteboard, it will be better.
Mhm. Okay, let's.
But before that, I have a question, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Then in line 25 and 28, that we have an object of that, but it is different. We hide what here? The
We
machine.
hide the class of square and class of circles right in here.
No, it's right. We hide the machine work or the making of the stone.
We hide actually the process of making the shapes, the process of making shape of circle, the process of making shape of square. We hide the process.
Okay, we hide only the process that we make circle or circle or square. We hide that one. Am I
Yeah,
right?
definitely. We hide the process.
Thank you, sir.
And these processes attach with what? Attach with their classes and respective methods. Now, if someone access to the render method, if someone suppose find hacker render method, the compiler or the computer, the memory will give address of this render. So whenever hacker reach to this section, hacker will see that there is no body, it is empty. Why it gives show us empty? Because we add abstract class in here. Now you understand, Abdul?
Yes, sir. Yes. Thank you.
So I would do it. Let's open the Snappy. Click on this. Let me explain it in here. Let's see. You have one class of what, guys? You have one class which we name it abstract class, and its name is machine shape. Inside that you have one abstract method which name is render. Now these two processes undefined. Let's say draw machine. Suppose this, take this is machine. This is machine. Now machine has what? This would be the input area of machine, suppose. Let's say. Now you bring a stone, you bring an object. This is your object. You bring an unwell formatted object, which we can say stone. Let's suppose say stone, name it stone. Now you wanna make from this unshaped stone a circle stone like this. How you gonna do this? You need to put that stone inside this machine. Once you put that, there is a user, a human user, that will do what? Here will be one screen panel. Suppose you are creating the software for this machine. Here will be a panel. The user will click on, here is a square shape function, here is a circle. Option 1 is for square, option 2 is for circle. If user want to create a square shape, so user will click on this definitely. Once user click on this, the machine will start their processing, and the stone, once the stone enters, so they will cut it in a different ways, angles. So we don't understand, and user also don't see what's happening inside the machine. And the outcome will be generated from here, that after the square unformatted shape, the square shape will be generated. But how this flow happened, it depends totally on these classes. That you need, you just only have the machine. This abstract class machine is your physical machine, which is located in here. In this class of circle and square is just the function and saw, which and parts which is inside the machine. Like in here you have a saw of circle, and here you have a saw of square inside the machine. Once if the user select this square, so the stone will go to this section. Saw of what? Saw of square circle. If the user select the square, this stone will goes to the saw of what? Square. These saws are hidden inside what? Inside our machine. These saws are hidden inside the machine, so we don't see that. So whenever if I select the circle, that's why I extend the render. So the render will do what? It will render the circle shape for us, and it will display. So in here I select the shape. This is the rules. And whenever I'm creating the object, so first of all, you need to write down the abstract class name. After that, name the object. And after the new, you need to pass the method, that which, like suppose in here, user select the circle. Once the user select the circle, it will trigger automatically where? The user select the circle, it will trigger automatically where? Which method? It will goes here and print out whatever data is inside the method, and will do the task for us, and will draw or shape the stone to the circle. Now you understand?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear, guys? I just heard about one voice. Is it clear, or you want me to explain it again?
Yes, sir. Just wanted to clarify. So
Okay.
basically, we hide the code inside the machine shape, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do what? Go ahead and type this code.
Sir, where we can use this method?
These methods, guys, once you start working, let me just wait a second. You guys are tapped. Let me pause the record. Okay, guys, I assume that you have all completed the code. Masood, just ask a question in the group. Let me just tell in here. So I'll pass the message also. We created a group of interview preparation. So once we are done with the Java, just 2 to 3 concept, one collection framework is remaining for us in Java that we're gonna cover it in 3 days. That's totally easy and very easy. You're gonna learn it in 3 days. Might be tomorrow session and next 3 days. This week will be all with the Java. From next week, inshallah, we will be starting with the Selenium itself. So you're gonna learn, and whenever we start with the Selenium, I will slowly pass the interview questions on the group. You guys need to practice that, and at the end of the week, we will do it just on your Friday. That might be my Saturday. So I will arrange a meeting, schedule a meeting. You guys need to come there, and I will assign a task to one person that, hey, and this week it's your turn. You need to practice and memorize that much of questions. Suppose I give you 30 questions, you need to memorize 15 answer from there. So you need to be very ready. At the time of interview, I will practice it like this, that I will be the interviewer and you are the person who is giving the interview. So we will arrange the scenario like this, that I will cover each and every aspect of the interview so that you guys understand that what's going on the real world interview. Don't worry about that. So with that, I'm winding up the session. So this week all over, in this week, Java will be finished, inshallah. So from next week, we are starting with the Selenium itself. Is there any question, guys?
No, sir, thank you.
No question, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Let me stop the recording.